for another Nimble training webinar. My name is Nedia and I'm Nimble's Community Manager. Today I'll go through the entire Nimble application and also demonstrate how to use the mobile app. Well, actually, I will not be demonstrating, but Michaela will be demonstrating the mobile app. So if you have any questions or feedback during today's session, please type them into the question box and we'll cover them at the end of today's session. So before we get started, let's spend a few minutes discussing what Nimble is. Nimble is an easy-to-use CRM that works for you in Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, Outlook, your personal Gmail, and everywhere else you work. It automatically combines your contacts, communication histories, email inboxes, and calendar appointments into one place. Meaning that once you unify your contacts, you can then go into Nimble, open up somebody's contact record, and see immediately who they are, where they're located, and any important information you might need to capture about them. Plus, you'll have access to see the past conversations you had or any of your team members had with this person and what is scheduled to happen. So now that we talked about what Nimble is, let's go into the app itself. So when you first log into Nimble, you'll land on the Today page. The Today page is designed to allow you to completely customize it to your own specific needs and the roles you play in your company, and helps you figure out what the most important to-dos that you need to get done for today. So before we start diving into the Today page and talking about the widgets, we have to make sure that you're properly connected everything into Nimble. So in order to check if everything is connected, let's first start at networks and imports. So networks and imports can be found on the top right corner of your screen, right over here. A drop-down menu should appear, and then go down to networks and imports. So first, let's make sure that your email account is connected to Nimble. I would like to point out that Nimble supports all email providers as long as they're IMAP. We do not support POP, but if your email is POP, try contacting your email provider and see if they can enable IMAP for you. So if you're connecting from Office 365, just go to Office 365 under Quick Connect. And over here, we have a one-button connector, which allows you to connect your email, contacts, and calendars with only one click. However, if you don't want to connect your contacts, you can have the option to deselect it. I'm bringing this up because one of the main goals for everyone using a CRM should be to keep their database as clean as possible. So ideally, before you start getting into any CRM, maybe create a list of all the different places where your contacts are at. So once you pick what you want to integrate with Nimble from your Office 365, I'm going to do all three of them. And then click on Connect Microsoft 365. From here, Microsoft will ask you to log into your Office 365 account. Then you can pick the contacts you want to import from Outlook. Please always remember to apply a tag to any contact imports to ensure that both you and all your other users know who imported what contacts from where. So that's how you can connect to Office 365. Let me show you how to connect your Gmail. So right next to Office 365 is Gmail. It's just as simple as Office 365. It will ask you to log into your account and then give access. And then from here, you can pick the owner of these contacts you're about to import. You can apply a tag, and then you can also decide how you want to share these contacts with everyone. You could choose either with everyone, private to yourself, viewable to everyone, but they cannot edit these contacts. And you can also do a custom privacy, which you can select specific people or groups that can view or edit these contacts as well. So going back to networks, for Gmail, if you want to connect to your calendar, just go over here to calendars. And then normally there will be an option that you can click for Gmail, but I don't have that because it's already connected, but you will click it over here to connect it. And obviously, as you can see, you can connect your Office 365 calendar here as well. So now moving on to social networks. Nimble currently only directly integrates with Twitter, meaning that after you connect your Twitter account into Nimble, you'll be able to see your entire history of the conversations you had with your prospects and customers on Twitter directly inside your Nimble account, together with your email conversations. We used to integrate with Facebook and LinkedIn, but they made a business decision a few years ago to close their APIs, so we are currently not able to directly integrate with them. However, we do still make it possible for you to use Nimble on all your favorite social networks with our browser extension called Nimble Prospector, which I'll show you later today. So going back to bringing contacts into Nimble, you might have contacts in various different places, either on a spreadsheet or LinkedIn. You can import your LinkedIn connections into Nimble by downloading them from your LinkedIn account and then using our CSV import to bring them into Nimble. So I'll show you guys that really quick. So again, under Quick Connect, click on LinkedIn. And then from here, you'll have a 1 to 6 step on how you can import your connections from LinkedIn. And also on step 5, we have a direct link to your data page. And from here, you can select which connections you want to have in a CSV. And then they will email you a CSV file of all the connections you requested. And again, make sure that you and your team members always are applying tags to contact imports. And if you want to make sure that your LinkedIn contacts are always up to date in your Nimble account, you can either run this export and import periodically, or you can use our Nimble Prospector browser extension to bring them in as you add them to your LinkedIn network. Note that Nimble will always automatically merge all duplicates if they have the same email address. So as I said, you can import contacts from any spreadsheet as long as you can save it as a CSV. We have what we call a contact import wizard, which will help you map all fields and create custom fields. If there are some columns that don't correspond with the current fields in Nimble, you can create as many custom fields inside of Nimble as you desire. So now that your emails and calendars are connected and your contacts have been imported, the Today page will be filled with more data. The Today page is completely customizable, and you and everybody else in your company can pick what widget they want to see. Meaning the widget can be moved around by either clicking on the Manage Widget on the right side of your screen, or on the 3 dots on the top right-hand corner of each widget. So over here, if you click on the 3 dots, you can either move widget, hide widget, or also duplicate widgets as well. And to show you how customizable your Today page can be, I'll just show you through the Manage Widget. And then from here, as you can tell, everything in the background is blurred out, meaning that you are able to edit your Today page. So from here, you can add your logo. You can also change your cover picture. You can add widgets over here as well to whichever you desire. And then you can also duplicate them. So I can say, I want to duplicate my deals widget. And voila, now that I have 2 deals widget, I can also edit the name, rename the widget if I want to, and remove widgets here as well. And then to move them, click on the 3 dots on the top right-hand corner of the widget you would like to move, click and hold, and then it should be highlighted to indicate that you can move them around. So let's move task over here. And then once you place it, it will automatically save to the location you moved it to. So, oh, my email tracking's all the way in the bottom. Let me move that. There we go. So now that you moved your widgets to your desired place, let's talk about each one of them. So for the stage funnel widget, this will allow you to track your sales funnel. You can monitor your active prospects, leads, and opportunities at each stage. and see a quick overview of your stages to know where you need to focus to meet your goal. Under the task widget, this will help you to follow through all of your to-dos. You can see all of your open tasks, your upcoming, overdue, completed, important, as well as your team's task. Plus, these tasks will be forever linked to the individual contact record in Nimble, meaning after you complete the task, you will still be able to go on the individual contact record and see the tasks that you've completed in the past. So you'll have a better idea of all the things you've done with your prospects and clients. The events widget will allow you to review your meetings for the day, and you can select from the drop-down menu to see either all of the calendars you've connected to Nimble or select only your personal calendar. Email tracking. Let me just get that in the middle. It's bothering me. There you go. So for email tracking, Nimble offers email tracking for individual messages, group messages sent from Nimble. You're able to see how people are interacting with your emails, like when they open, and sometimes will give you more information, like their location and what application they opened the email from. In the deals widget, you can check the status of deals and your overall pipeline while taking progressive action directly from your dashboard. Click to access engagement history and current insight on key contacts. From here, you can also update deal statuses, add notes to existing deals, or create new deals. In the signals widget, you can see how your prospects and customers are interacting with you on Twitter. Under highlighted contacts, this will give you the option to see important contacts based on the search criteria you set under your settings, such as title, location, company, or interest. To personalize your suggestions for your highlighted contacts widget, go to the top right corner and then go click on settings. Go to highlight contacts on the left side of your screen. And then from here, you'll be able to edit the contact keywords, aka your suggested search criteria. And then Nimble will search these keywords in social and contact bio from your contacts to surface relevant people for you to connect with. Let's go back to the data page to talk about the last widget that I had in mind. And lastly, the pipeline chart will show you all of your deals organized by date. The color coding on each bar gives you a visual of the amount for the deals you managed by the stage you're in for that month. All right, so now moving on to probably one of the features you'll be using the most in Nimble, the contacts page. So Nimble has a lot of features, but it's a contact base at its heart. You can easily select if you want to see all contacts, just people, or just companies. People that you recently viewed, people you recently added, recently contacted, people you added stay in touch reminders for. And then you can also check who you marked as important. And to mark people as important, let's show all contacts like I show you. As you can see over here, you'll see these stars. And Jay is the only one that has a different color than everyone else because I marked him as important. So just click on the star that you want, the person you want to mark as important, and they'll be on that list. So let's do Joe. And now Joe is in my marked important list. And then also you can remove contacts from here as well. The account admin can set how many days they will allow the deleted contacts to stay in this folder. So now let's review what an individual contact record looks like in Nimble. Let me go to all contacts for that and pick and choose who I want to pick at. Let's do John. So on the left side of the screen, you can see all the basic information about the person, like their name, title, their company, all of the social medias that you've connected and added to on your Nimble account, a short little bio. You can also add notes that are related to this contact. You can log activities, schedule future activities as well, send templated and tracked emails, and you can also create deals from here too. Below that, you can decide how you want to share this contact. I've already described some of these, so you could do private to owner, viewable to everyone, or customize it. You could set a stay or touch reminder. You could do, well, hopefully you guys could see it, but I'll read it out loud just in case. You could do either a weekly stay in touch reminder, a monthly one, a quarterly, annually, or a custom period of whatever you desire. And then you can also change the contact owner as well if you would like. Below that is their employment. There has been a new feature where you can actually add more than one company and title. And then below that is their contact information. So their work email, work phone number, work address. A really cool feature that I use a lot in Nimble is the search for contact information. So from here, it'll ask for the first name, last name, and the company name or domain. You just need those three things, and then you can discover contact information, and then it will give you a percentage of confidence of if the email is actually good or not. And this has helped me with a lot of outreaches that I've done for the past few months. And then under that is tags. You can edit or delete tags. Just make sure that you press save once you do that. I've done the mistake of not doing that and had to redo all of my tags. And then to qualified leads using the fields like ranks, status, source, type, and owner, the individual fields can be customized in settings under data fields. Now that we talked about the left side of an individual contact record, let's move on to the right. So under interactions, you will see the entire history of the interactions you had with this person, including all notes, emails, Twitter messages, deals, and any activities. You can also use the individual tabs, since the main interaction tab might become a bit overwhelming as your relationship with your customer grows. So underneath the activities tab, the drop-down menu, you can select what specific activities you want to view. So it could be tasks, calls, events, or deals. The messages tab will show you all the emails you and your team members have exchanged with your prospects and customers, and also your Also your Twitter interactions will also show up here. Notes are searchable. Once you have several notes, you can easily find the ones you're looking for by searching for keywords. The Deals tab will give you an overview of all deals associated with this contact record. And then next to Interactions tab is the Data Fields tab, in which you can create up to 5 custom tabs, and under each of them up to 200 individual custom fields. All these fields can then be segmented. It's ideal to use for any specific information you'd like to keep for your prospects and customers. So data fields can be configured from settings, going to the top right corner of your Nimble screen, going down to settings. And then on the left side, look for data fields. There it is. So that's how you can edit your data fields. Then going back to the main contact page, you can start also using our segmentation feature from here. So you can launch the segmentation by either clicking the main search box here on the top, or you can click on Add Segment on the left side of your screen. The search engine in Nimble allows you to search across many data fields to help you organize your contacts into lists. Once you've organized your contacts into lists, you can take bulk actions like send group messages and set follow-up tasks. So as an example, I'm going to do last contacted by team. Let's do in the last 30 days. And then let's do an email. Is not empty. And let me select John and Michaela. And then from here, from the top, you can see that it changed. So I can either mark John and Michaela as important, apply a tag to them, apply a stay in touch reminder to both of them. I could change the owner, change the privacy. I can merge them if there are duplicates from here, but I can't merge just John and Michaela. You can also export them if you're the account admin or the account admin gave you the permission to do so. You can also bulk delete if you would like to, again, if you're the account admin or the account admin gave you the permission to do so. And you can also send a group message to the people you've selected. So let's go to that. So Nimble will allow you to send targeted email messages to 100, 200, or 300 contacts per day. This is a great way to send targeted sales outreach or marketing messages to lists of your contacts. The most common question about Nimble's group messaging is that if it can replace a marketing automation system. The simple answer is no. Our group messaging was designed to be used in conjunction with our segmentation feature and to allow you to send targeted email outreaches. The biggest advantage of using Nimble's group messaging is that the messages are being sent over from your own personal email address, so they'll appear as if they're being sent from you and not an email marketing system. So when composing emails in group messaging window, you have the option to use merge tags. So I'll do first name. And since I picked first name, Nimble will automatically grab the first names of everyone on your outreach list to help you personalize the message. You can also attach files and use our formatting option to further customize your email. And to set up your signature, just go to settings again. And then on the left side, look for email settings. And right next to templates is email signature. And then from here, you can either create a new one or copy and paste your existing signature like I did over here. Now going back to the group messaging tab. So once you create your email, you have the option to save it as a template, or you also pick an existing template. Templates are shareable, so you can easily share them with your team. And before you send your outreach, you can send yourself a test message if you would like, here on the very bottom, right next to send to list. You can do this to double check if there are no typos in the message and if any of the links you've added work. And after you send your message, you can review the insight on the clicks and opens. Let's go back and see that. In the report, you will see how people are interacting with your message, like how many people opened your message or have not opened it, and how many of them clicked on the links you included. You can then use this insight to follow up with people that open your message more than once or twice, or send them another one. Moving on to activities listing. So the activities listing provides you with a comprehensive table of scheduled and completed activities. The table columns can be configured to quickly see which data is important to you. You will be able to select the team members you'd like to create the report on the left side. You can also pick which activities you want to see specifically and select the time frame on the right hand of the screen over here. You can configure the table to only focus on specific fields as well, and you can also export your report by clicking on the export button on the top. Now moving on to deals. You can use the deals feature to manage sales opportunities, marketing projects, regular projects, renewals, and more. Nimble allows you to create as many pipelines as needed. The account owner can delegate permission to different users to be able to configure and create pipelines. And to create a new pipeline or edit an existing one, go to Customize Pipeline. And then to create a new pipeline, just scroll down a bit since I have a few pipelines already created. Go to Add Pipeline. And then from here, you can name it and then start creating individual pipeline stages. The number of stages completely depends on your own sales process, and you can easily drag and drop them if you need to change the order and rename them. So going back to the Deals tab view, you can select to see the list of your deals in the pipeline view or the list view. I personally like the pipeline view because it looks more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. And then to create new deal, to select a new deal or create a new deal, go to the top left corner and click on New Deal. And then from here, you can name the deal, relate the deal to multiple contacts and companies, add the value amount of the deal, schedule an expecting close date, project the probability of closing, and choose the beginning stage of your deal. And then to export your deal from Nimble, click on Export to CSV within the Deals tab. You'll then be able to choose which deals you would like to export. You could do all, active, won, and loss. And you can also export lists based on deals owned by a specific team member or team members if you have more than one. Going on to the Reports tab. Nimble enables you to build reports for specific pipelines during any time period you select, your team as a whole or by individual users. Choose from one of our present time periods or use the calendar towards the top of the page to set your own. The dashboard is where you can view yourself and your team members' deal progress at a glance. Under Forecast Deals, this will show you all future deal outlooks. You can sort by specific time intervals again. For example, you could do next month, next 3 months, next 6 months, next year, or you could decide what time periods you would like to look at. For deals history, this is where you may view all historical deal results, sorting by time intervals again. So we covered all the main features in Nimble. So let's take a look at how you can use our browser extension and email add-ons to access Nimble from places where you probably spend the most time in. Nimble Prospector is a browser extension that is available on Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and Safari. It works on any website, any third-party cloud-based application, and on any social media platform. So let me show you guys how it works on LinkedIn. The Nimble Prospector will allow you to create new records and update existing ones straight from LinkedIn. You can simply hover over someone's name. Let's do Skylar. Oh, let me turn it on really quick. And then from here, it will either bring up an existing contact record or it will automatically create a new one for you. And you can also go to their profile. Let me exit out of here. Highlight their name. Oh. Right click and then a Nimble search for Skylar. And then again, it will either automatically create a new one or it'll bring up an existing contact record. Nimble will also work on any company website. You can open it on any site and it will either bring up an existing contact record, like I said, or it will automatically create a new one for you. So let's go to Microsoft. And then click on the Nimble Prospector browser extension and it'll pop up from here. And I already have this in my Nimble account. So now let's take a look at how it works on Outlook. After you install the Nimble Outlook add-on, you'll be able to just click on the Nimble icon. Let me just move my Outlook. So on the new Outlook, just click on the email you would like to see their record on Nimble. Click on the 3 dots over here by sync, and a drop-down menu should appear. And I don't know why my Nimble has been grayed out. I tried to look for the answer for this yesterday. Apparently I don't have access to that. But anyways, if you don't have your Nimble icon over here, just click on Get Add-ons and just search for Nimble and download it from there. And on the web app of Outlook, again, click on the email you would like to have your contact, and then click on the 3 dots, and then go down to Nimble, and they'll either pop up an existing contact record, and I have Megan as my existing contact record, or it will automatically create a new one for you. And then for Gmail, let's go to Richard. If you're already using Chrome and already installed the Nimble Prospector browser extension, the Gmail extension will automatically appear in your Gmail, as you can see over here. It'll be on the right side. And you'll be able to do everything that we already covered. So that is it for the Nimble Prospector browser extension. I'm going to pass the screen to Michaela so she can start sharing the mobile app.
Thank you, Nedia. Let me grab the screen.
I passed it to you.
Okay, got it. Okay, hello everybody. My name is Michaela. I also work in the marketing department at Nimble, and it's my pleasure to show you what our mobile application looks like. I will be showing you the iPhone version. The version of Android is almost identical, and also good news for all our heavy mobile users. In the next about 2 months, we will be releasing new versions of both the Android and iPhone apps. So I actually have the beta installed, and I'll show it after I run through the live version. So here we are in the live version of the iOS. So when you are running from a meeting to meeting, and probably more and more as the world reopens and slowly gets back to normal, you can utilize the agenda part and learn a little more about the people that you are meeting with. So you can quickly click on the event that you're just about to be a part of. And if you are unaware of some of the people that you're about to be meeting with, you can click into their contact record and find out a little more about them. You can go through their bio, you can even see what they're influential in, where they're located, where their birthday is, or any information that you may have captured manually, or our enrichment feature may have captured for you automatically. You can quickly review any pending things, and also if there are any outstanding things, any follow-ups needed, if there are any deal opportunities, and so on. Under the history section, this is where you will be able to see all the historical emails that you have exchanged with the person. So again, this can help you to quickly get familiar with who the person is, what their business is all about, what is it that you discussed last time, and what is it that you are about to be discussing on this specific call. For scheduling anything directly from the mobile application, you can click on this plus sign button here from the contact record and then create an event on your calendar. You can also create a task, which can be a to-do for yourself or somebody else on your team. You can log it as a call, and you can also create custom activities inside of Nimble. So you could log them directly from the mobile application as well. You can also create a deal, specify the deal amount, the probability. You can put it on a specific pipeline and fill out all the additional information. So you can also dial the person straight from your Nimble contact record as well and send them an email. So I didn't have email attached to Kathy here, but you'd be able to send a trackable and templated email as well. So that's the agenda that allows you to quickly see who are all your upcoming appointments for the day and quickly get familiar with who are the people that you are going to be meeting with. Under tasks, this is where you can see all your upcoming tasks that are upcoming, have been completed, marked as important, meaning you tapped on the star here, and also those that have been delegated. If you want to create a new one, click on the plus sign button in the top right corner, and you can create a new task, set up the due date, and you can also assign it to yourself or somebody else on your team. And when we go to contacts, the main view, this is how you can access your entire database from the main application. So when you click on the three lines in the top left corner, you'll be able to access all your contacts, just people, just companies, those that you have previously marked as important, those that have been recently viewed, recently added, recently contacted, and those people that you have set up a stay in touch reminder with. And of course, you can also search for people manually. So you could just type in somebody's name and Nimble will find it. And Nedia also covered how you can use the segmentation or search features in Nimble and how you can save segments. So your saved searches or saved segments will be also accessible from the mobile application, and also all your tags that you have created. So if you quickly want to pull up a list of all your clients in California, you can pull it up just like that. Adding a new contact record is also very easy, straight from the mobile application. You do it by clicking on this plus sign button as well, and you can define if it's a person or a company contact record. And you can select everybody as well. And now we're moving into the next tab, deals. So you can access all your existing pipelines in here. You can create a new deal straight from the mobile application, fill out all the information, including the description. You can assign it to anybody else on your team, set up the privacy, and so on. And you can also review all your existing deals and all the information associated with that, including all the related contacts and their contact records. So I can jump into everybody's contact record real quick, go through it, and if I want to make any changes on this opportunity or this deal, I do so from the mobile application as well. I can also click on the three dots in here, and then I can make the edits, or I can also resolve the deal. So I can mark it as won or lost. When you go under more on the mobile application, this is where you can also set up the notifications and allow Nimble to notify you on your phone. And you can also set up a contact sync. So that's totally up to you if you would like to be syncing your phone with Nimble. And then you can set up a periodic sync, or you can just sync it once and then decide later if you want to run this manually once in a while. So this is the current application, and I would like to also take you into the redesign one. So I think we will be officially releasing this for both Android and iPhone at the beginning of August of this year. So what we redesigned mostly is the contact view. So when I click on Brain here and extend her profile, you can see that we updated the interface, and we overall try to make it a little easier for you, so you can do as less you can accomplish what you need to accomplish with as less clicks as possible. So you can click on this quick nav button in here, and we'll take you into the interactions. So you'll be able to see all the interactions you've had with the person, and you also recognize that the interface matches the interface on the main version of Nimble. So another thing in the quick nav might be data fields. So if you are on the go and you have previously created any data fields for your contact records, if you're filling them with specific information about your clients, about what they purchased from you, for how much, and so on, you can fill all these fields while on the go as well. You can make any changes to their existing contact records, qualify the people while you're on the go, and so on. You can also review their social profiles and learn a little more about what they are sharing about them, about themselves and their companies on social media, and perhaps you identify something that's worth mentioning on the call or in the in-person meeting. So Larry here. So you can also jump directly into somebody's bio. You can apply tags and also add new notes, schedule a task, event, or a call, utilize any custom activities, and you can jump directly into files as well. So if there was anything that has been previously attached to the contact record, you would also be able to view it on your phone. So we're making it even easier for you to access all the information while you're on the go and do it as fast as possible. So that's all for the mobile application, and I would like to look at some of the questions that came in today. So we have a good question about Nimble's pricing. So that's always an important one to know. So Nimble is $25 per month per user, and if you pay annually, it goes down to $19 per month per user. Another question that came in was about our group messaging and kind of the difference between using the group messaging and maybe using Nimble, using an existing marketing automation system. So the biggest difference is that marketing automation systems are great for nurturing your databases and reaching to your database one-to-many in a one-to-many scenario, whilst using the Nimble's group messaging, because the emails are coming from the email account that you connected to Nimble, and to the people on the other end, it looks like it was sent one-to-one. It's much better using for the one-on-one relationship building with your prospects and customers. And also that information will be forever linked to the contact record. So then when you open up the contact record about the person, you will see everything that has been said, done, and what the next steps are. So let me see if we have any other questions. you still have any questions, please type them in. You can also always ask us at care@nimble.com. Okay, so if we don't have any more questions, I'll let you finish up, Nedia. Thank you so much.
Thank you for showing the mobile app. Let me just make myself a presenter really quick to show upcoming webinars. So next Wednesday, we have another training webinar going over Nimble for Teams, best practices and features. We also have an influencer webinar with Kim Beasley on July the 1st. And then we again have a general overview and mobile overview on the 7th. And lastly, we have another influencer webinar with Sabrina Horn on the 15th. And you can go to all of these webinars and register for them at nimble.com/company/webinars. Vivian, if you have a chance, can you send that to the chat box so it could be easy access for all of them? And then we also have a special offer for new users. If you sign up today, you get 30 days of Nimble for free. Vivian, again, can you send this URL to the chat box? So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for joining us today for another Nimble training webinar. If you have any questions, please email care@nimble.com. They'll be more than happy to help you out. And hopefully I will see you next week at our Nimbles for Teams. Have a good day. Thank you.